Hi guys, welcome to Classic Rural Comedy Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Have you ever wondered, because I have, especially since I found this, whatever happened on the very first episode of Hee Haw? What happens when you take Rowan and Martin's lap in, steep it in war-weary America's longing for simpler times, and throw in top country music stars for good measure? You get hee-hee-hee-haw, haw, haw. Hee Haw, the long-running CBS Variety Hour, debuted June 15th, 1969, and made unlikely weekly TV stars of country music icons Roy Clark, Buck Owens, Minnie Pearl, and Grandpa Jones, plus Comics Junior samples and Lulu Roman. Hee Haw also helped cement the sex pot status of Petticoat Junction star Janine Riley and Gunilla Hutton. Though it took a few seasons to really gain a following, Hee Haw provided a hit with both rural and urban audiences and really gained steam when it entered, excuse me, first run syndication in 1971. In fact, the show, deemed tame enough for Saturday primetime family viewing, was popular enough that it ran whopping 25 seasons, and it became a must-do gig for loads of country music superstars, including Loretta Lynn, Johnny Cash, George Jones, Conway Twitty, Dolly Parton, Merle Haggard, Tammy Wynette, Tom T. Hall, Reba McEntire, Ray Stevens, and Lynn Anderson. So, what happened on the very first episode of Hee Haw? The show promised big laughs from its yodeling opening theme song, performed with gusto by Clark and Owens, and intercept with clips of cast members yucking it up to keep the guffaws going. That was immediately followed by samples and fellow comedian Archie Campbell telling jokes to various cast members surrounded by corn stalks, a regular shtick that would become known as cornfield jokes. After each punchline, the rest of the cast popped up to offer a hearty hee-haw of appreciation, or sometimes an equally hearty boo. The rest of the hour introduced the show's signature rapid-fire joke segments and long-running skits, among them the Cole Haynes of Cornfield County. This pseudo soap opera entailed little more than Tap, Samples, Jones, and Roman tucked snugly onto a couch where their merely foolish family addressed such pressing issues as the zodiac signs and what to talk about during their sole telephone call of the year. The skit made particularly good use of Samples, cane-toting and generally unburdened by expression, who forever looked like he was surprised to find himself on TV. You was gone. A sort of corn pone 50 Ways to Lose Your Lover. This musical laughter featured Campbell and Gordy Tapp singing a memorable ditty about a lovelorn gent searching the world over for his wayward sweetheart. The Moonshiners. Not much more to this quickie than two cast members liquored up, lounging on the ground in the company of a few pretty girls, some jugs, a moonshine, and a big old snoozy bloodhound, originally named Kingfish the Wonder Dog. Kingfish would be succeeded by lookalikes Beauregard the Wonder Dog and Buford the Wonder Dog in later seasons. Corn News. Hee Haw's foul radio news break featured comic Don Herron as Charlie Ferguson, reporting the weather, hyping local business, and announcing other goings-on in good old Cornfield County. And memorable music. The first musical number of the episode belonged to Buck Owens and his Buckaroos, performing Johnny B. Good, while Riley, Roman, and the fellow castmates, the Hager twins, and Loretta Lynn look-alike Jennifer Bishop happily shimmied and fruged on hay bales around him. Owens later returned to sing his Who's Gonna Mow Your Grass. Clark soloed on future guest star Waylon Jennings. Sally Was a Good Old Girl. Grandpa Jones, who despite his elderly feller appearance and grandpa persona was only in his mid-50s when the show began, performed a rollicking The Banjo and the Instrument for Me, Yes Am. And the silky-haired Hager twins catered to the rock and roll youth and the viewing audience with a groovy version of Gambling Man. As for the episode's musical guest stars, Loretta Lynn sang her self-penned 1968 hit Your Squaws on the Warpath Tonight, and rising country trailblazer Charlie Pride warbled the Hank Williams smashes I Can't Help It If I'm Still in Love with You and Kalijah. Other Hee Haw favorites made their debut appearances too. Tapp's Mark Twain look-alike Samuel B. Sternwheeler told a few jokes. Pearl gathered a cast for some countrified stories and snuggled up to Clark for some one-off punchlines. Ben Calder, a.k.a. Sheb Woolley, who had a novelty smash with 1958's The Purple People Eater, gave a comically tipsy musical performance. Hee Haw Girl, Kathy Baker, and the show's ever-present animated donkey took turns taking the audience into and out of commercial breaks. And before Mr. Clark and Mr. Owens bid each other and the audience a good night until the next week, Jimmy Riddle and Jackie, a.k.a. the Hambone Brothers, made their Hee Haw debut, a debut that doubtlessly brought overwhelming joy to little boys everywhere who had been told they'd never amount to anything if they didn't stop acting like ding-dongs and making flatulent sounds with their hands. I loved Hee Haw. Just corny enough. It was funny. Junior Samples, the Cole Haynes, when they was just sit on the couch, Cole Haynes, Cornfield County, when they call each other cousin Lulu, cousin Junior, when you say cousin Grandpa, and always got cousin Grandpa. I love it. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great day. God bless you. I'm praying for you.